Hola, amigos, and welcome to the last show on Televida. We've got a very special show tonight, probably my favorite show because one of my favorite people is on the show. My son, Charlie Threet, or Charlie Kai, like he's referred to himself. What does Charlie Threet do? Well, everything martial arts. Don't believe me? Watch this.
Charlie, what are your hobbies, buddy?
I'm a martial artist.
Charlie, thanks for being on the show.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Have I met you before?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think we've met.
All right, so tell me about how you first, tell me why you got into martial arts, because when you were young, we had you playing soccer, we had you playing football. How did martial arts stick with you?
Well, I first started doing martial arts because, all, the negative stuff that was happening to me for having autism, and I just wanted to learn martial arts, to fight back to all the people who, treated me negatively wrong. But eventually, martial arts turned something more than that.
Yeah, well, you never fought anybody with the martial arts. You never fought, yeah.
Not yet.
Not yet. So tell me, what type of martial arts do you do, Charlie?
Well, Shaolin Kempo Karate. And
Shaolin Kempo Karate.
Yeah, it's a combination of karate, kung fu, and jiu-jitsu.
Okay, so how is that different? Because a lot of folks see martial arts on TV and everything like that. How is what you said, Shaolin Kempo?
Yeah, Shaolin Kempo.
How is that different from judo?
Judo? Well, judo focuses on a lot of throws. Shaolin Kempo Karate is more of a defensive martial arts that, de-escalates the situation. Judo, it's a sport. Any, martial art can be used in a self-defense situation. And I think all martial arts are useful. It just depends on the person who's using it.
Well, funny you should mention all martial arts because you do another martial arts that I've known for the last couple of years called Muay Thai. What is that?
Yeah.
Muay Thai.
Muay Thai. Yep. The art of 8 limbs.
The art of what?
8 limbs. 8 limbs. Okay. Punches, knees.
That
kicks,
sounds like my
elbows.
order at KFC. I get an 8-limb bucket, extra crispy. Okay, the art of 8 limbs. Tell me, what do you? 8 limbs?
8 limbs. Yeah.
Oh, explain that to our
yeah,
last show.
in Muay Thai, it's a very offensive martial arts. So you use your punches, kicks, knees and elbows.
Ah, that's where the 8, because I was counting to myself, I only had 4, but you count the elbow as one,
Yeah, elbow.
people's elbow, and then you count
Yeah.
the knee.
The knee. Yep.
Something I don't have 2 good ones of. Okay, so you do all that. So how long you been practicing that?
Muay Thai, I've been practicing that for about, like a little over 3 years.
All right, now this show goes on in Kansas City. If somebody else wanted to do some Muay Thai, where would they go, Charlie?
Probably low kick Muay Thai.
Low kick,
Low kick Muay
low kick
Thai.
Muay Thai. And
Yeah.
now you just don't do that. We saw the video. You
Yeah.
do some boxing too. Now,
Yeah.
what do you do with? Tell me about you in boxing.
Yeah, like I go to this gym called, JQ's, and like the owner, Gary Whiffle, I've known him and I trained at his
He
gym
did
for
security
years.
for Prince, didn't
Yeah,
he?
he did. He
Yeah,
did.
that's true. That's true. So that's where you do boxing, but then you work. Let's plug every place you interface with, Charlie. Where do you work out in Olathe, Kansas?
I work at a martial arts studio called Welcome at Martial Arts.
Now, where's that at?
It's in Olathe.
Now, so if you live in Olathe, you
Yeah.
could go out to Welcome Mat
Yeah, yeah.
and see you.
Yep,
Do you
correct.
teach? Do you offer lessons?
Yep. I teach there.
And you offer lessons, okay.
Yeah.
Now, we're going to switch the flip. Now, if you live up in North Kansas City
Yeah.
and you want to take up boxing or boxing fitness, where would you go, Charlie?
9-round Parkville / Tiffany Springs.
Now, why? Why would you mention those places?
In those places.
You-
Because I work
All right. So how does that work? How does that work?
Well, like 9-round, it's very cardio kickboxing. It's for people who don't necessarily want to do the combat side of, martial arts, and they just want to focus on the fitness aspect, because like punching and kicking heavy bags and pads can be a huge stress reliever. So like, if somebody wants to learn, like fitness and stuff, and like, get in great shape, not want to do the combat stuff, I say go to 9-round.
Well, there you go. Well, I don't know if our listeners have noticed this, but we have on what does your shirt say? Body bags? Mine says body-
Cobra Kai.
That's right. My son has a special connection with the Karate Kid. And if you don't believe me, watch this video. So that was all the cast of the original Karate Kid.
Yeah.
Now it's funny because your favorite show is Cobra Kai,
Yeah.
and we saw pictures of Ralph Macchio,
Ralph Macchio.
right? Who's my age? No, he's older than me.
Yeah, he's older. He just
William Zappa.
William Zapka.
Zappa, that he plays Johnny Lawrence.
Yep.
All right. Who else was there?
Like Martin Cove.
Now who he plays?
Crease.
He was the bad guy in the very first Karate Kid movie.
Yeah.
Before you were even thought of that.
Yeah,
Watch
yeah.
those movies. Okay. Then we had who else do we have in there?
Like Brett Ernest, who plays.
Brett Ernst. Now he was a comedian I worked with. He was in Karate Kid too.
Yeah. He plays Louis, the guy who burned down Johnny's car.
Yeah, but the thing is that when we went out to California, Karate Kid was filmed all out in the Valley, right?
Yeah.
Hence the term the All Valley
The All
Tournament.
Valley, yeah.
So you went around on a little pilgrimage,
Yeah.
and you went to every place where the Karate Kid was filming,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Except the beach, I think.
Yeah,
where
the
he
beach,
yeah.
the beach.
Well, yeah, except the beach. And then we even went to a couple places where he trained and everything like that,
Mm-hmm.
right? So what's your favorite Karate Kid movie?
Favorite Karate Kid movie? Probably, I say Karate Kid 3. I know it's not popular among the fans, but the introduction of Terry Silver, my favorite Karate Kid
Bad
villain.
guy,
Yeah, bad guy, it's just awesome, and it's just so cheesy.
Terry Silver's my age too, right?
Yeah.
All these people are my age, much better shape. All I do is I kick my foot out of bed to get out of bed in the morning. Although Martin Cove, how old is he?
Yeah, Martin Cove, I believe he is somewhere in his late 70s.
Oh, I could take him.
No, I don't know. Like,
I could take him.
Now, like when I met,
I could take an 80-year-old, Charlie.
like when I met,
I can take an 80-year-old
no,
down.
like when I met Martin Cove, at Comic-Con back in 2021, you know, like the mask mandate was still in effect. And like when we were taking pictures, he told me to take my mask off in a very creased sounding voice.
Yeah.
And like I was afraid. I immediately put my mask
You
on.
gotta listen to Crease.
Yeah. No mercy.
No mercy. Now Crease was the one who said no mercy.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. Now tell me about this body bags. There's a famous quote in the movie, right?
Yeah.
What's the famous? First of all, what is the famous quote of what they tried to do to Ralph Macchio in the first Karate Kid?
Yeah, sweep the leg.
Is it sweep the leg or sweep the knee?
Sweep the leg.
Sweep the leg, right? So William Zabka sweeps the leg,
Yeah.
and then here comes the term.
You know, give him a body bag.
Yeah.
That was played by, you know, Johnny's, like, you know, friend Tommy, actor Rob Garrison.
Wow, you know everything.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to run a little bit of Karate Kid trivia by when Daniel-san first meets Mr. Miyagi. What is Mr. Miyagi doing?
He's doing maintenance work, you know, at the, you know, like at the Reseda Apartments.
Okay, all right. When Daniel-san and Miyagi first go to the dojo run by Kreese to make up, what ends up happening when they leave?
Well, like okay, so like, you know, like the tournament.
They're right. It is the tournament. What are your thoughts on the Will Smith, the Jaden Smith Karate Kid?
The Jaden Smith Karate Kid. Well, like honestly, that was my first introduction to the Karate Kid franchise because before watching Cobra Kai, I never seen the original film.
Well, you know, actually, I got that original Karate Kid with Jaden Smith, and then the extra footage, they actually have Will Smith slapping Chris Rock in a completely different angle.
Yeah, surprisingly, when I first started doing martial arts, I had braids and I looked exactly like Jaden Smith.
Well, tell me how martial arts has changed your life. We talked about that a little bit on the first segment.
Well, like it's just made me a, you know, more confident, you know, person, and you know, it's also made me a happier person. Part of the reasons, you know, like I do what I do is to share my happiness with martial arts with as many people as humanly possible.
Yeah, I know you do a lot of motivational things too. Actually, is that an offshoot of the karate?
Yeah, that is something like totally separate. You know, I just like finding ways to motivate people in general, you know, spreading kindness and authenticity.
Well, that's right, because weren't you trainer of the year at 9 Rounds?
Yeah, trainer, yeah.
For 2 years.
Yeah, 2 years.
Very proud of that for 2 years.
Yeah.
All right, who is your favorite martial artist? I'll tell you mine, you tell me yours.
Okay.
Mine is Chuck Norris.
Okay.
Chuck Norris is the toughest man in the world, you know that, right?
Well, like...
He's so tough he made a Happy Meal cry. Chuck Norris doesn't do push-ups. He stands still and the earth moves beneath him. That's Chuck Norris.
Well, like, I mean, there's many, you know, martial artists that I've met throughout my
that are in the
life.
actor genre. Are they real martial artists?
Yeah, they're real martial artists. So, like, it's kind of hard to pick from because I've been fortunate to interact with so many martial artists, you know, over the years. So, like, but I would say, you know, if we're going based on actors, I say Michael J. White.
Michael J. White. Now, he's an African-American actor, and what's the name of some of the movies he's done?
Like Never Back Down.
Never Back Down.
Blood and Bone.
Blood and Bones. He's even on some BET shows that
He was on For Better or Worse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you get on the wrong side of him, it'll be worse.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right, Charlie. Well, it's been a pleasure having you on my show, buddy. We're going to play a video as we close this out of some of the motivational things you did. It also tags all the places where they can reach you. Charlie Threet, you've been on the last show. Thank you so much, buddy.
Yeah, right. Thanks, Dad.
I'll see you later. Adios.
Cobra Kai, Miyagi-Do, Eagle Fang, They're all fiction. Charlie Guy is the real.